There's a lot of talk in mass media and popular culture now about white supremacy. A lot of third world press books took that on, had that in their title. Talk to me about where you see that today.
Well, white supremacy works. Anytime you take a continent and you almost completely annihilate and wipe out the indigenous people, rename them Indians or Native Americans. And then, since the indigenous people are not going to work the country for you, you go to Africa and you raped Africa of its people and sprinkled us around the Western world to work the land for Europeans. But in order to make it actually work, there has to be an acculturation process or a seasoning process. That means you break the Africans up from family, community, and you dissolve the bonding traditions, and we're forbidden to communicate unless you use the language of Europe and so forth, mainly English. But what happens during that whole period of white supremacy or acculturation or seasoning is that you basically wipe out the consciousness of a people, number one. Number two, you force those same people to hate themselves. And in hating ourselves, then you force us to want to be more like the people that basically enslaved us. So that started in the beginning, and it still exists today. If you go out there on the streets in the black community and ask, say, 10 black folks, how do you identify yourself, you're going to get 10 different answers, okay? But if you do the same thing in the Irish community, the Polish community, the Jewish community, the Italian community, you don't get a single answer. There may be some variations, but they know that they're Jewish, Italian, Polish, and so forth. We don't know who we are, you see. And so therefore, part of our mission was definition, redefinition. And I came out of the 60s understanding that we ceased being Negroes, became black people, became people of African ancestry. But that's re-education. And so it starts early. And I've said this very often. I can walk into your home right now and tell you exactly who you are. You say, look at your walls, see what's on your walls, what kind of images on your walls, are there images that reflect the best of your family or the best of black visual art? Go to your bookcase, if you got a bookcase, what are you reading? Because that reading defines you. Then you go to the CD case or whatever music they're streaming now. What are they listening to? Is they listening to great black music or booty call music, okay? Or essentially go to, I always say this, go to the DVD collection. What are you looking at night? Especially the DVDs that are wrapped up in the brown paper bags. What are you looking at night? But to really tell what that family is, go to the children's room. What's on their walls? Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Darth Vader. And you wonder why we're confused. We're confused because we don't know who we are. And I think that until we have a common definition that works in terms of our development, then we're going to continue to have these problems.